Hello folks and welcome back to Mindustry. Taking a look here, we have section 175 all solved. We still have a threat from this guy, but it's locked over here, so we can't really do much about that. But I think it's time to make the jump over to Frozen Forest. So that's what we're going to do in this episode, just get it started, take a look at it, and see exactly what Frozen Forest has to offer us. So let's go ahead and launch. We're going to make sure we have the larger of the two cores, and we have all of our stuff satisfied there. We can go over to resources. We can just max all of those things out, and then we'll head back and launch over into that. And here we go. Let's take a look and see what Frozen Forest has to offer us. Oh my. Just out of the gate here, there are lots of pathways for things to go. Down here, all the way down here, it looks like we have some scatters. Ooh, and some different drills. Those are different than what I have right now. We have a lot of coal there, some more coal. A little bit of copper, some more copper here, more coal, iron, copper. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here, and we got to figure out which one of these pathways our guys going to be coming from, because that's going to determine kind of where we start off with here. So let's start off in this top right corner. So they're coming from there. Let's just make sure they're not coming from two spots. And they are not. Okay. So we can block up all of these routes if we want, which might not be a bad idea. Just start here, go over there, and then eventually there. We don't have a lot of resources over in the top one, but let's start off here with just the basics of getting our first run here set up. So we'll build straight across like so. We'll get that one in place, and then we'll go with some duos and our routers. Remember, there's my router. Okay. And we'll just bring that one on up to there. And we have a good setup, I think, for at least the initial beginnings here. So now we can go over and get this part of our operation set up. We have that there. Okay, we'll unpause it while we build all of that stuff. And let's just back away here. Mine part of that set up first. Alright, we have that part there. We're going to go up and do the same thing roughly up here and then get something up there. Now, there's not a lot of resources in this one. Just taking a look here, they're all very, very concentrated, which could be a good thing. But I really want to see if we are able to do, we have this drill over here. Am I able to do anything with that? So if I go over into my research area, I still, I have to capture Frozen Forest before whatever that one is unlocks. Okay. I'm going to play that game. So let's go over and get this part set up here. We're going to let them, that's a large area to defend. Can I lock down? No, I can't. I was hoping I could just lock down like one little spot, but no, I'm going to have to go with 3 different spots here. So let's see. Can I get... Nope, not that one. Maybe this one? There we go. Okay, I'm cool with that. We'll get a line of duos there. And I don't expect these to be kind of our final defenses because it's just not enough. But for an initial setup, that should be more than good enough to get us rolling here with what hopefully we'll get started with in just a little bit. But let's go in and build all of the things, and then we can kind of figure out what we're doing from there. I suppose I should probably get some mines going back, feeding into our core at some point here. I'm a little worried about the guys here being able to shoot that, so I'm probably going to have to make this wall up a little higher just so they don't have access if their guns can range in there. So maybe that will work there. Get that one going. Duo City, go all the way across, followed by Router City, or right underneath. And then we'll probably feed a router from there over. Ooh, look at that. That's gorgeous right there. We still have some time here before our first wave comes in, but hopefully we'll be able to load up here. This one's looking very nice. We'll maybe bring some stuff back there. We're probably going to have to deal with some scatters and such in a little bit, but let's get all of the stuff we spent. We just spent a whole lot of copper. Let's see if we can maximize production for that for a little bit here by just building some additional belts of that going in. Like so, and then this one was going to do the same thing, going up and over. Alright, we have that one. Maybe we'll even just add on the little pieces here, just to make it look like we knew what we were doing, even though we most definitely did not. We have a nice other area down here that we'll set up the mining operation on. I never know if it's better to go like every other or how this is the best setup. I just kind of do what I think looks decent and go from there. I don't know if this is the most optimum setup or anything like that. If you know more about this game, let me know in the comments, because I just have really no real idea what I'm doing. That's going to cause a bottleneck, but that's okay. There we go. I love that building sound when they just all start going like crazy. Alright, so what I might do here is just put a couple of routers. No, I don't want to do that, do I? Okay, we'll do it. We're going to commit. And the only purpose of these is to add some duos so there's a little protection if something were to potentially come that way. I don't know if that's good enough or not, but that's going to be what it is for now. And then let's set up some lead mines so we can get all of that stuff set here. And then we'll bring that one up like so. And I suppose we'll have that split out going one way. Is there another one over here? Be really useful if there is. There's sort of one over there. Okay. But we need to get some scatters in here as well, just in case anything decides wants to start coming down. I want to provide a little bit of protection. Nothing big deal, but just a little bit of protection for our guys here. So let's go over. You're gonna jump off that way. And then we have a couple scatters protecting that. We'll bring that belt up a little farther. And we're going to have that split off two directions, I think. So that one go out that way, and up. This one is eventually going to go, I think, something like this. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put some routers in there. Again, I don't know if this is the best way to do this or not, but that's what we're going with for right now. And I got rid of one of my routers. Okay, so at least that's starting to get some ammo. We'll bring up another set up here. Okay, we'll do something like that. This is not a very good setup, I'll tell you that right now, but it's what we have. So we're gonna go like that. It's gonna come in there like so. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh no. That's going to cause problems, heartache, isn't it? Because those things, when they cut over, are a big problem. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's get this belt to continue over that way. You can go back over there. We'll bring you up and then we'll dump you. Nope. Let's see, what type of bad guys do we have? Okay. Nothing crazy yet. That's good. And then let's resume this belt going up onto there. This belt is going to cross over, back over. And which way did he choose to go? Okay, he went down that way. I'm happy with that decision from him. Okay. So those should go fill that up. That has that. We're doing good there. We'll maybe add some more duos along there. Some more up here. Alright, and then we'll dump some more even up here. Alright. It looks like we knew what we were doing, right? We'll add a duo, or excuse me, a scatter up here. And their only purpose is to provide maybe some protection out across these guys, even though they're not doing that real good right now. We'll probably add some more going down here as well. So if I hold F and choose that, there we go. Look at that, copy and paste. It's beautiful. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Now we need to pay attention to some other stuff here. We're going to need to get some of our other resources flowing back into our core so that whenever we decide to leave this forest, even though it doesn't look like much of a forest, we'll be able to have some resources to do so with. So let's get this heading up into our core. I know that's not an optimal solution right there, but we're going to dump it in there anyway for right now. Although no, that's not going to be a good idea because we have our duos there. So instead of that, we'll run it. We'll run it up like this. We got another round of bad guys coming. Where are they going? It's only one enemy. Okay, he's shooting fire, it seemed like. He didn't really get any hits on anything. Our large copper wall has a little bit of health damage to it, which we should probably build a... not one of those. What do I want to build? Yeah, a mender. We'll get a mender up there, but first, before we do that, we need to get some power. So we'll drill out these bad boys here. And that will be home to a new power plant for us. Which, before we do, I probably should build some batteries. And then we can go with the combustion generator. One, nope, not there. 2, 3. And we'll put our routers in there like so. They're doing their thing. And then we can slowly start putting our menders up here. I don't know if this is necessary at all. But we'll see what happens. It's never a bad thing to have protection. And then we'll go over to our mender. There we go. You're fixing that up. We're producing more energy than we're using. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at all this. All right. We have another giant area of coal down here. And we have this spot. If I get rid of that, does that give me anything? Large scrap wall. It doesn't look like any of these are giving me any of the resources that I was hoping that this pneumatic drill, which I haven't seen before, it would have given me some type of resource to do it. But it doesn't appear to be the case. So we're just going to destroy that stuff because that's another mine I can use for more lead. We took out one enemy up here. Looks like this is a much longer fight, which concerns me. Let's see, they're still coming up this way. The menders are doing their job. We should probably get power going off to the other aspects of our walls and such here. I wish I had a long enough range I could just jump over this whole thing, but I don't think that's in the card right now. Alright, and then we'll go in and put our menders in wherever they are. I always forget which one. There they are. Okay. So that one takes care of those. That takes care of that. Alright, we have those menders taken care of now. We're still producing plenty of power. And then we'll branch off that power again. Bring it out this way. And begin our journey up to our top defensive system here. And I need to fix that. Because we are not feeding any thing up to that top one, which could be a real problem if they decide to start coming that way. Because they're all loaded up. Well, partially loaded up with ammo. When I put that second round of duos in there, it ate up all the ammo that was on those belts. So probably should reload those while we have a chance here, because this level has to be getting harder here real soon. And then hopefully our menders, yeah, look at that. We're gonna cover the whole thing, except for that guy right there. Which, can I, if I put a mender... I love that they concentrate pretty much all of their firepower on to those walls, which makes life a whole lot easier for us. So let's go in and put that there. There we go. Now that mender's fully there. We are in good shape. We're using up a little bit of power. About half of our power production is dedicated right now to the menders, but that's okay. We're slowly filling up our battery power, and we have resources flowing in. Not nearly as quickly as I would like. This area is a hot mess, so let's fix that a little bit. We're going to split off one of these belts. Have that head up. And be another way to feed in, because this is a mess right here. I'm not thrilled with myself on how I handled that situation. So hopefully we can get this to clear out a bit. We have lots of other stuff here, including more lead, which, sure. We'll put more of that in. Alright, and we're just going to dump that right onto the existing one, because it doesn't look like we're maxing it out at all. And even if we do max out, it's not a big deal. Alright, cool. So we have those. We're going to set up a graphite press here. And I don't see any sand, so... What is this stuff here? Is there any sand? No, there's no sand, so we're not going to worry about that part of it. But we are going to get a graphite press or 4 set up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Got our router in there, and then our sorter there. That's going to be sorted by... graphite, I believe. And then we'll take that. And let's just feed that up and around. And our defenses are holding really nicely right now. I haven't really had to even worry about what may or may not be occurring there because all of our defenses are doing exactly what we hoped they would. They're holding off the bad guys, and I haven't seen anything from any of the enemies that we normally face here in this level. They haven't really gotten to that point of causing major problems or damage for us. So graphite press is going. We should start just dumping that stuff out, hopefully. And I'm really bad about just trying to use up as much, especially coal, because it takes so long to do stuff with. I'm just going to abuse that and put in as much as I can there. But our power production is looking good. Our batteries are filled, so let's add some more just in case. We got those there. Filling up. And defensive wise, I might put a lancer in here. Do I want to put a lancer in here just to have this one long range weapon? Yeah, let's do it. Why not? And that might encourage them to come this way, so we'll put another 2 of them here, which looks good. And then we have to, if we did that there, we have to put one here, right? We just don't have room to put, oh, we do have room to put 2. I'm a liar. So we'll put those in there. Our defenses just got stronger, especially as they get held up by these blocks. Ooh, you see that block's a little damaged. That's where they attacked last, so put that in there because this mender does not reach that wall. But this is their last attack spot, it looks like there, because all of our other walls are in full and perfect health. That one right there was not. So let's see. We have 5 enemies coming. Oh yeah. I love those things. They are the best. And yeah, just look at it. It's gorgeous. So producing power, not overloading our system, I don't think, with stuff, but we are having stored power across the board there. I'm happy with that. This looks good. We're producing plenty there. We'll probably build another one over here and have that jump up onto that belt to make sure that we can just make sure we're absolutely maxing out that line. Let's go ahead and do that while we're talking about it. There we go. So whatever coal we have from there should help fill in any of the gaps that we have at this one. We have that. Our copper is flowing in there in the most ridiculous of ways. But that's okay. And maybe we'll put a a scatter in here just to be extra special and extra safe. Boom, there we go. So that will fill up with its ammo. And now we have a little bit of air protection. Not much, but a little bit of air protection. If we wanted to, we have more options for our lead. But otherwise, we're using up most of the resources this level has given us. We've put stuff on most of it. This area here is just an absolute disaster. I would like to address this at some point because it's horrible. But can't really do too much with it right now, and that's okay. But we will come back and address this horribleness here in a little bit. Let's see what else. We have another round of bad guys coming in. Those things. That's gorgeous right there. It's so pretty. I love that I do like that they started coming back down this way as opposed to going over here, because this is, see, they do cause damage to that, but it's not because they're choosing to go that way. It's just because as they come down, they start firing at that one spot. That's okay. We can deal with that, but let's just accelerate time a little bit here and get more bad guys coming down, because as of right now, it doesn't look like they're gonna see. They're just hitting that one spot there. They come this way. They face a whole lot less this way as far as duos go before they get absolutely wrecked. So I'm unfortunately just gonna have to fix this every time here. Unless I wanted to get rid of one of these duos. Maybe we'll do that and we'll put a mender in there. Okay. And that should at least help protect that area there. These guys are all well and good, so let's roll on to the next round here. Let's take a look what happens with our energy production when the Lancers fire. So right now we're at plus 35. Oh yeah, it goes down 500. Look at it. It's obscene how much damage those Lancers do in almost no time. They just absolutely destroy everything. So that's extra fun. This is really bothering me a lot. I might go in and just let's go fix this. This is horrible. All right. So we're gonna address all of this, I think. All right, so we're gonna feed that one up there. Let's go in and address all of the problems we have. All right, we have that problem, I think, solved. This one here can be solved in just a moment. Alright, and you are just going to move for just a second. Another line there, and then this guy is going to just get bumped down just a little bit. So we can put our scatter down just a touch lower. It's still, that circle's still falling within where the core is at, so I'm not really concerned about that. We have plenty of production for this, so I may copy and paste this. So let's just we'll space it by 1, put another one in there. And we'll go do something like that. And I don't think it's going to produce more overall. Well, it might produce a little more just to clear out that realm, but after that's done, it's not going to do too much. They all just come down in that perfect line. They just destroy. Like, they never even get close. They do some damage to this wall here, which we will fix, but beyond that, they really just don't do a lot. And real quick, take a look. We're producing power. Our energy stored, it was at 35,000. It's at 41. So net, we are still generating more power. But I might put in another router and set of combustion generators there. Just so instead of, now we're up to 95 that we're producing. That should go down once more coal gets pumped out here. But for right now, that should be more than enough to produce what we need. And this just, every time I look at this, I just get happier because this looks so much better. Everything about that is better than what it was before. I may just put 1, 2 there, which will dump out onto that belt so that we don't have to worry about that. It looks all good and nice and dandy. We have our coal flowing in here. And look, that extra line did really not influence that at all. So that makes me a little bit happy that we have... we're still getting close to, we're not filling up that belt, but we have a lot more going on to it than what we did before. So what I might do now is just, we're still looking at our resources. We still need more iron. So let's go find where's our biggest source of iron. We don't have a huge source anywhere here, but this one up here is probably our best bet. So go in and do that. Something like that. little further up here. All that's going. I got something like that. So now we have even more iron flowing in. Ooh, I can put another one right there. And that looks beautiful. So that's going to come in, help fill up some more stuff. Oh boy, oh boy. Wow, okay. So I was worried about that. Those were the guys that run into stuff and explode. They can do a lot of damage real fast. I'm glad they didn't, but we're going to provide a few little blocks out here just in case they decide to do that again. It's probably a good idea to just provide a few little defensive areas. Something like that. This one is not in Mender's range, so that's okay. But we're good there. And our total power storage now up to 55,000. We're doing good. This still has a line of coal in it, so that's filling up. We have lots of iron or lead there. And otherwise, I think we're in really good shape here. So we've definitely been able to add to all of the numbers here. We haven't taken away anything, I don't believe. I mean, I know we're lower on copper and on our lead than what we were at the start, but we spent stuff, so that's to be expected. And this one, I didn't realize this is only 15 waves that we have to deal with. Usually it's 20. This one's only a 15 wave one, so that's not too bad. Let's see, can you bother me? Oh, I love these ones that just can't, they don't have no range, so you can just wipe on them. It's a beautiful thing. And we're just going to keep going here. I don't know if this level is meant for you to face it when you have lanterns, because it just makes life so much easier. We don't really have to worry about pretty much anything in this level. Let me just see if I can wipe one of these guys out before they even reach. Alright, so we captured the sector and we have unlocked new content. So let's go over into our research area. And what have we done? Ooh, there we go. So we have our pneumatic drill now. The pneumatic drill is completed. It's a improved drill capable of mining titanium. Okay. And it mines at a faster pace than the mechanical drill, which is the one that we have all the way back here. It's our basic mechanical drill. So we have captured this area. Let's go over to our planet map and just see. So we have the craters. Okay, so we have a new area that unlocked here called the craters. We have ruinous shores, overgrowth. Ooh, we have lots of areas that we can go to. Those ones are locked. Looks like we have some mountains here, which we did not really see before. So that's cool. And then we have some bridges here. So we have some low threats. This one's a medium, medium, low, low. And then we could always probably just go, like this one still says vulnerable and that one's locked still. But I can jump back over here. And what I should be able to do is go over my drills and look at that. We have a pneumatic drill, which uses copper and graphite. I need those two resources, but that allows me to drill stuff. So let's go in here and let's just place down just a butt ton of this and just see what it does. So we have new content unlocked. I'm going to pause it real fast. We have that one there. So we still have some other stuff. We have to produce metaglass, which I don't know what that is. We have to research their steam generator, which don't know what that is. But up farther here, we have a laser drill that we can do now, which we only need 500 titanium to get, which we can drill out. Let's see what else. We have a large power node, which we only need 100 titanium. A large battery. What else we have? A MEN projector. Repairs blocks in the vicinity. Okay, so it looks like we can use it for a bigger range, I'm assuming, compared to the regular mender. This one looks like it's going to be bigger. Over here, we don't have anything. We have a Nova, which I don't know if we had that before. No, we didn't have it before because it's titanium. We still have our crawler. We still have the mono, okay. And out here, we have a titanium wall that we can do. Okay, so we can do a lot with titanium. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time unlocking stuff here, just making sure that all of the things that we had are actually gonna be things we can use now. Wow, I didn't realize we were quite this far away. All right, cool. So let's go in here. And then we're just going to follow all the way down to wherever that stuff's at. It's going to come across like so and then travel all the way up. These sounds are so much fun. Okay, so we're throwing that stuff in there. There's another giant section of that stuff over here. So we can, why not? We can drill for all of this. And we're going to need a lot of titanium, I think, to do things here. So might as well just mine it everywhere we can, since we haven't been able to do that before. Now is it going to throw stuff onto that area there? Hopefully not. I guess it really doesn't matter. Something's going on here that it's not allowing. Oh, they are coming. It's so far away. Oops. I'm sorry. And no, I'm not going to have you join onto that one. Go up on your own area of the belt. And we're going to go right up there like so. So that one's there. We're going to put some more pneumatic drills. Like so. Those are going all well and good. Now, I think what's cool about this is that we should be able to just take all the things that are super slow. Like if we take a look at this one, it's drilling at 0.25. If I remove that, can I just place it over top? That's going to be at 0.35 now, so it's going to be significantly faster. So we should be able to start dumping out some coal really quickly. So 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.2. Oh, this one's 0.34. So if I put a pneumatic drill over that, it's going to be 0.47. So it's speeding up the process for all of this stuff by quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with that. And hopefully that will allow us to start maxing out even more production on some of this stuff. Not that we really need to, but look at that. That belt is gorgeous. We have so much of it, we can't even do any, like it's just filling up all of those. Awesome. Alright, so we're just going to quickly mine some more of this stuff and then we're going to call it a day. But let's go in and just try to unlock some things we can do with our titanium. We already have our first few hundred of them in there. I think I'm gonna use my router to send stuff up here as well, and then we can just go ham and just go straight up. And that should just join into there like so. There's so much titanium, I just can't get over how much of there is in this level. I think we're actually going to have this one head up and have another belt going in that's just going to be titanium based, just to try to fill up all this, because we are maxing out that one pretty much. We're going to be we're pretty much maxing out that one. This one looks like it's going to be pretty well maxed out, because yep, we're definitely filling those. So we have 3 full belts of just titanium flowing into our core here, and we could probably get another 2 or 3 here shortly. This one is coming up, so this whole right side is going to be we have silicon, then we have titanium. This one will be titanium, and this one will be titanium. I'm pretty happy right now. But let's go over into our research here and take a look and see. So titanium wall, boom, have titanium wall. We have a large titanium wall as well, along with a door. Cool, we have a door. And we'll complete our large titanium wall here once we get another 50 of the titaniums. These are not the most exciting upgrades, but what I really want to do is make sure that defensively we have everything in place that we need to. And as you saw when we were doing Frontier Forest, the doors, or excuse me, the walls that we had, the large walls, really just stopped the enemy in their tracks. So we have a door and a large door. I'm not really sure what those are. We'll figure that out a little later. I think our next one should... okay, we can use a laser drill, I'm assuming. Let's see, does it use power? It's capable of mining thorium, whatever that does. And where does it use up? Yeah, it uses, wow, it uses a lot of power actually. But it can mine everything that we know about so far. And we keep seeing these water boosters. I don't know how we get that. All right, so we have to capture extraction outposts for that one. Capture craters. Capture biomass synthesis facility. We have to research thorium on that one. Let's get metaglass. What else do we need? Large battery requires that. The MEN projector requires that. Okay. So really it's just a matter of going through and grabbing up as much of this titanium as possible, and then we should be good. I'm going to cut it off here because it's really not that much fun to watch titanium just flow in here, although it's strangely satisfying right now. But for the normies out there, it's really not that much fun to watch all that stuff flow in. But look at that. This just makes me happy. It's beautiful. And then we have this. Oh, we can actually max these guys out too. There we go. There was a power facility somewhere around here, wasn't there? There it is. Okay, so if I go in and really just want this coal production to go bananas, I can do that. And I mean, we're already pretty much maxing this bad boy out, but that's fine. We can do that, and it works beautifully, and we are filling up that belt. We have another belt here, and as we continue north all the way up into our core, there's another belt being maxed out. So we're already over, we're almost at 1,000 here. I'm pretty happy with that, but that's where I'm going to leave you folks today. Let me know what you want to do next, and I'll see you in our next video.